G'day again, and welcome to some more Mailbox Madness with Big G at the G Spot. Today is a bit of a Timu special. It wasn't planned that way, but that's what's happened. And I've got to say, Timu is now my favourite online marketplace. Now, there are a couple of caveats to that. One, it does not have the variety of other places like AliExpress. And I'm still a little undecided on quality when it comes to electronics. Not that I've seen anything wrong, I just haven't had a chance to test enough yet. Hint, hint, Timu, if you want to send me some stuff, that would be wonderful. Okay, here's the bag. Oh! It's a bag within a bag. Oh, this is a very nice bag. I will reuse this. It's a huge Ziploc bag. I really like that. Let me move this and we'll start getting some things out. Now, I don't normally show the things for my aquarium. I don't know, but I'm going to start doing that. What will happen is, like now, I will open it up, have a quick look, and then set it aside for a separate aquarium video. This is some green woven cord. I have no idea what it is or what it's for, so we're going to have to investigate that one. Haha, new shoes. I'm going to show this just because I don't know where else I could include it. What this is for cleaning your foot. Suction caps on the bottom. You stick it down in your shower and then you can just rub your foot through like that. These get in between your toes, and I think they'll do that really well by the feel of that. And this cleans the bottom of your foot. Because of damage I've got from previous brain tumours, I have trouble cleaning my feet, and I'm just trying this as an easier option. I will show you where that came from. This one is a wind-up toy for my granddaughters when they come, although the youngest is probably a little young yet. But my oldest granddaughter, who's just turned 3, said it can be a bit boring when she comes here because she's got a whole playroom at home, and although we've got lots of rooms, they're all sort of busy. So let's see what this does. Oh, it's pretty obvious. Oh, he runs away. She'll love that. Aha. This, believe it or not, is for an electronics project. This screws on to the edge of your desk, shelf, wherever you want to put it. That must thread over there, I'm guessing. Yes, that threads over there. And then this sits inside so that you can mount a mannequin's head on there. Now, oh, excuse me, I'll get one and show you. Now, I haven't started working on these yet, but that fits. Oh, that fits in the hole in there, like so. I'm not going to force an idiot to try that way. And then that goes in there, and that holds your head up. Ah, what a beautiful picture of my ex-wife. So, that's what that is. And I think I will show that in the listings. People might skip over it if you're not interested. What is this? I remember ordering it, but this is a little figurine of my ex-mother-in-law. May she rot in hell. I do not remember what this is meant to do. Looks like it could pour water or sand or something out the top, but I don't know. Anyway, that's a mother-in-law toy. Okay, what these are, these were quite cheap, so these are just kitchen shears, and no, I don't intend using them outside of the kitchen, but when I cook or buy even a roast chicken, I usually have shears so I can cut them in half and cut them into pieces. My last ones broke, so I bought these off Tumours. And I will tell you what, let's just have a looky here. They're not knife sharp, but pretty sure that, yeah, they're sharp enough to cut. And, oh. And these things, although it doesn't necessarily mean quality, but these things are damned heavy. So that seems promising. Let me get rid of some more crap. Not much in the way of electronics in this one, sorry. But as I said, it's more of a Timu special. Somewhere in this house I have a waiter's friend given to me by an Australian wine rep. And I can't find it, which is a pity because I love it. So this is my temporary replacement, barman's friend for opening your wine and things, until I find the missing one. This is obviously some sort of cleaning brush. Although it looks disturbingly like a lady's toy. So we'll check that one on the listings. This is supposed to be a handheld milk frother. And what it's meant to do, it takes 2 AA batteries in here. How do we open that? Oh, look, I'm not going to open that right now. My hands are sore, but I've had one open before. This goes in there. You press the button up here, and this vibrates. And I don't know if it actually warms up. We'll test that. But that then helps you froth your milk, and I got that for when I make my son a hot chocolate. Not happy? Okay. This is probably the only thing I don't like about Temu. They're not particularly careful with their packaging. However, unlike AliExpress, who are borderline thieves, I've never had Temu argue. You show them a picture of the damage, which I think I'm going to have to do with this one, and they just refund you. Now that can be a bit of a problem if you particularly want the one item, because then you've got to make up the minimum value for postage again. And by the way, the minimum value for Temu to send anything out has gone up to $35 Australian now. Now, I'm not going to use this now because it's a one-use item. I'll see if I can find a video, to clip of it, to put into this, but you light that. You light that black one in the centre. It sparkles and flames, and in theory it lights all these other wicks, and then it starts playing music, and as it's playing music it opens up into a lotus flower with all candles going everywhere. I'll see if I can find a video of that. And that's going to be a tear down with a demonstration for another video. Whenever I go to the supermarket, I can never seem to find a gold coin. And yeah, you can buy these at the supermarket, but you're paying $2 for a $2 token. So that $2 has no value bar moving trolleys. So it's sort of a no-win situation. Then you lose it, you've lost your money. This, I think, was only $1 something. And if it's the right size for a $1 coin, and again, I don't have one to compare it against, but yeah, this goes on your keyring and it gives you a trolley coupon to unlock. So that's it from my first Temu bag with this beautiful Ziploc bag, which I will reuse. So let's get another one. I'm assuming this is Temu, but it's a domestic package. God, this plastic's tough. It's a domestic package, although I do know that Temu have drop shipping locations in Australia now. Yep, definitely Temu, because it's got another one of these really impressive looking Ziploc bags. This is just a tin sign for amusement. I'll probably put this outside my front door just to freak the neighbours out. And that has arrived in perfectly flat condition. That's a pleasant change. I love this sign. Not sure what this is yet. Doesn't say. It says this is a thermal pad. And it feels quite moist. Well, I think it should be. Yes. These are, if they're what they claim to be, these are thermal pads for self-adhesive thermal pads. You can't see it there, but there's probably 100 or so on there. And they are for sticking MOSFETs, etc., to your heatsink when you need to insulate them. Because if you just do it with a gluing compound, the heatsink, which normally goes to ground, will then ground the MOSFET, which is not usually what you want. This is for electronics. A little bit bent out of shape. That knife hasn't arrived from Wish as sharp as they normally do. Now, you've all seen, or I assume you would all have seen, heat shrink before. Comes in, strips. You put it over your wire, you apply heat to it, and it shrinks and seals it all, makes it waterproof and holds it tight. This is a liquid version of that stuff. Liquid electrical tape, they call it. And what I bought this for is some time ago, you can see here, I partially melted the cord on my soldering iron. Now I can't readily get heat shrink over that, so I'm going to give this paste a go. I'm not opening this now because it's huge. This is actually a background, a photography background that will be used in the, well, it's one of the backgrounds that will be used in the haven't decided what to call it yet. My son and I, beginning next Wednesday evening, this Wednesday evening coming, we'll be making videos where we try out strange meals, strange things from Asia. Not always necessarily pleasant things. MREs, meals ready to eat. And I think that'll be quite interesting. Big Clive does it occasionally. And okay, these are self-adhesive hooks. So that's your big self-adhesive surface. You can cut it down. Then you have these hooks that clip onto it. I will show you. Oh wow, that knife really isn't sharp. Okay, I'm going to have to get to that. So there's your self-adhesive hook. You peel off the back, you stick it down, and then your hooks fit on like so in those hooks there. Now I use them, I mainly bought these for the kitchen. I need to get a little more organisation in this kitchen, and because I'm renting, I've got to be careful about how I go about doing that. So I also use these around my garage, my little workshop in here. I will. Not going to open it. This is a pretty little unicorn dress for my granddaughter who just adores unicorns. A cute little t-shirt for her.